What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to go over the trades that we took on Friday as well as the game plan going into this week and what I'm going to be looking for. So on Friday, a really good day. Last week was probably one of the best weeks we've had in Discord. I mean, it was just a very simple week and the market was very easy to play. So if we look here on the 30-minute chart, this tells us the trend in the market. And for Thursday and Friday, it was very clear on what it was. I mean, you can see here on Thursday, what happened? We ended up breaking above this 50 SMA, crossing on the put side, and that tells me the market's bearish and you short the rips. So, we got a nice leg down, we got a nice little pullback. Pullback got bought up, and we went lower on Friday massively. And it was very easy to play. All you had to do was look at this chart and see, okay, the bears are taking the trend. I'm only focusing on the short side. So then we flipped to the 0DT chart to give us the entries intraday. So if you wanted to, you could have grabbed a swing short once we started crossing on SPY for like a few days out. If you want to play some intraday trades, you literally just pull up the 0DT chart like here. Obviously that's the call side. Let me go to the puts real quick. So on the put side for Friday, this is what we looked like. We end up getting this cross right off of open. Honestly, you could have taken this if you wanted to. I mean, I just favored lower going into Friday. Got a massive move off of open there off the cross. It's just a higher risk type of trade. I usually wouldn't, I wouldn't be taking those types of trades. But if you waited, okay, your next opportunity after you see price action is all the way up in here. You wait for the dip to the 50. We didn't really hit the 50, so from there, your next opportunity is if we reclaim this 10 SMA. And this is what I ended up taking inside the Discord. Call this one out. I went short at 1039, so that was right before this candle closed because I saw that we started propping above this 10 SMA. We're going to reclaim it, so I got in. Market has the trend, so I got in a tiny bit early just because I know that we're most likely going to continue lower. Since we're breaking above this 10 SMA, we went short, got back above the 10 SMA. Look at the move we got, just trending lower pretty much the entire day, and we saw a big move out of it. So we ended up getting around, I took half of the position off at 70 points on NQ. So you could have either taken 0DT puts on SPY, or you could short futures, either ES or NQ, whatever you prefer. It's all the same type of trade, just a different instrument you're trading. So I took NQ, trimmed half for 70 points, took more off around 90, held a little bit of runners that I had left for 130 points on the leg down at 1109, so whatever that was. So I held up until this point right up in here, then we chopped around a little bit, so that was pretty good exit on my part. Went a little bit lower from there, but nothing too crazy. And that's the trade we ended up taking. Very good, very simple trade. It's really as simple as it gets. We look at the 30-minute chart that tells you what the trend is. Then we go to the 0DT chart to give me the entry to go short. So that's how you do it. It's very simple. It's very repetitive. All we're doing, like all these types of trades you'll see in every video, is either going to be a 0DT cross, a 10 SMA reclaim, 50 dip, and then like a negative cross maybe. Those are like your four main trade opportunities off of the 0DT chart. Those are like the only trade opportunities off the 0DT chart. And you just have to know which one you want to be looking for going into the day and which, cross or which setup is the most probable. So going into Friday, very simple. Market's bearish. We are looking for that put cross. We're looking for that reclaim on puts. We're looking for the 50 dip on puts. It's very simple. 50 dip actually ended up working out back in here. You could have bought this dip to the 50, gave a nice move. It didn't see really much continuation after the 10 SMA. 10 SMA was down hard, so that reclaim really wasn't one to take. But if you did buy this dip to the 50, you would have been paid well over probably like 70 to 90 points on NQ. Move your stops up, you would have been stopped even on the rest. And that's kind of how you go about buying the 50 dip. After we get a nice explosive move from the 50, move your stops up, because if you buy this dip at the 50 and we get all the way up here and you take a loss, that's completely on you. NQ gave a big move already. Options probably already gave a big move. So that's just pretty much how you would have read the 0DT chart. The only entries for the day were this reclaim and this dip to the 50. Other than that, there's nothing else to take. On Friday, I know the calls actually did end up crossing. I didn't see this until I just pulled up the charts now, because we did flip green on the day. But again, this wouldn't have been a trade that I would have taken since the market was bearish still. We did get this cross. We ended up ripping a lot, but that's something I was looking for. Not something I wanted to take against the bearish trend. Even though we are bearish, doesn't mean we can't go higher. It's just not a trade that I want to take. Since it's going against the trend, I'd rather just pack it up for the day at that really good 10 SMA reclaim and call it a good week, because we had a 100-point trade on Thursday, another 100-point trade on Friday. So I'm like, that is perfect. We had a lot of good swings. We caught Palantir, which I'll go over right now. Very simple trade. If we pull up here, 30-minute chart, it was a simple 30-minute cross on the weeklies. So you can see here, the 10 SMA was going with the 50 here on Palantir. I actually grabbed this on Thursday, and also this is the contract for the 14th, but I can't go back and look at the 7th expiration because it already passed. So I'm just going to reference this November 14th chart, but it's pretty much identical. But obviously the November 7th chart was moving a lot quicker since it was shorter expiration. So it was a simple 30-minute chart, 30-minute cross right here. We got the 10 going above the 50, grabbed it on Thursday, got around 50-60% on this move right here, and then I trimmed half. I had my other half going into Friday, saw a nice gap down on Friday, and we were up over 130%, and that's where I ended up selling all of it out at. So really good trade on Palantir. I'm pretty sure the other time frames were probably in sync here of crossing. Not really the 2 hour. 2 hour kind of just broke above and then rejected. We actually did hit the 4 hour 50, so that kind of makes sense why we ended up bottoming out there. And yeah, Palantir, really good trade. A lot of good trades last week. We went over OKO low yesterday. Palantir, I think I also went over, but since we did sell the remaining of this, I'll just briefly go over it again today. But yeah, that's what we did on Friday. Very simple day. Again, it's very repetitive with the trades. You just have to know the trades you want to be taking, how to take them, and that kind of just comes with some time with trading these charts. So going into tomorrow, what do we look like? Obviously, I have no clue what chart we're going to get because market's been pretty volatile. So if we get a big gap up or big gap down, it's going to change what contract we are looking at. But based on the current ones, we did close right at the 30-minute 50 here on the put side. I don't know. I feel like we're going to get a gap up tomorrow. We'll have to see. But on the 4 hour, we are rejecting this 50 SMA here on the put side. So maybe we do get a pump tomorrow to the upside. But only thing that's kind of swaying me away from that, I feel like everything on Twitter is so bullish that there's just too many bullish posts. So that's another thing I'm sketched out about to the upside. But we'll have to see how tomorrow goes. Yeah, we're sitting at the 1 hour 50, the 2 hour 50 here. So the key thing for tomorrow will be to see if we start to break below these higher time frame 50 SMAs, and if we do, we'll probably see a move higher. Honestly, we probably do see a move up until the 30-minute 50 here on the call side. I'd say at least we get up into here tomorrow, and then from there, who knows what we'll get. But since we're going into tomorrow, if that 30-minute 50 somehow holds, we gap down. Okay, market is bearish. You're only focused on the short side. So from there, 0 DT cross on puts, 10 SMA reclaim on puts, 50 dip on puts. If we open, actually a negative call cross would also work right off the open. So if we end up holding that 50 off the open, calls might already be crossed from Friday, possibly, and then we can play a negative cross on those if that 50 wants to hold. So those are your trade opportunities to the downside tomorrow. If we end up opening green, we lose the higher time frame 50 SMAs, most likely we're going to end up playing some sort of 10 SMA reclaim on the call side. But yeah, that's probably the different scenarios that will happen going into tomorrow. Very simple. But I mean, that's pretty much all I got. That's what we did on Friday. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Drop a sub if you guys want to learn. Join Discord down below. That's where I'm at all day, every day. That's where I shared all the trades. And that's the place to be if you want to learn. Don't join if you don't want to learn. If you're just looking for specifically alerts, I wouldn't say that's a place for you. Even though I do share all the trades that I'm taking, it's more so for you to kind of learn how I trade these charts and then take it, learn it on your own, and be able to take these entries on your own without me, calling out the trade. So there's just little things that you'll pick up after you trade these charts for a while. I've been doing it for over 2 years, just specifically on these charts. So I feel like I have a really good feel on how to take the crosses, when not to take them, when to take them, and all that good stuff. So that's the place to be if you want to learn. That's all I got. I'm out. Peace.